Now we continue talk about the volume. So when we see a diagram like that, it shows a lot of small cube here, and we represent each small cube has 1 centimeters cube. So therefore, what we need to do is we count how many small cubes here. So we start from here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There was 10 the other side, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. So in total, there are 18 small cubes. So 18 cubes represent the volume is 18 centimeters cube. Okay, next one. So when we labeled when we have the graph like that, some of the cube was hidden because this is a 3D shapes. So let's consider here we have 1, 2. There's 2 column here. However, each column we have 3 small cube here. So therefore, for this line, they're totally 6. Then we have 3 here, and then we have a 4 by 3. There are 12 small cubes in this column. So that's the other column. We have 12 here. 2 times 3, there's 6. There's 6. So we need to imagine there was a hidden cubes behind the smaller cubes. So what we need to do next is we add them up together. So in the end we will have this is a 12, 36. 36, that will be 45 centimeters cube. So does this one. So all the other way we can see is because they are all in the same plane, they all have 3 floors. Okay, we can consider it as a building. And what we need to do is each floor should have the same cube, right? So I just count the top one and then multiply by 3. So I just count the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So for the first floor, there are 26 there. So that's the second floor and the third floor. All of them should have 26 cube. So I add them up together. So I will have there's 8 and 78 cube. So therefore, the volume would be 78 centimeters cube. So that's how we count the volume based on the small cube. Apart from that, we have without the cube. So what we need to do is we use the formula. So now this is a cube here. The volume of cube is length times length times length, which is 7 times 7 times 7, 49 times 7, 4 times 9, 63, 4 times 7 is 28. So, and then it's meters cube because the unit is meters. And next one, you have a triangular prism. It's triangular prism. We use the formula V is equal to A times height. A is the base area. The base area already given is 12.6 millimeters. So therefore, V is equal to 12.6 times. And next one we see the height is 1 centimeters, which is different from the millimeter square. The same as when we do the parameter. When we calculate the measurement, we always need to have same unit first. So same unit is important. Therefore, we will convert the 1 centimeters to millimeters, which is 10 millimeters. Therefore, volume is equal to 12.6 times 10. The answer is 126 millimeter square, a cube. So the important point is we need to let them have the same unit. And lastly is an irregular shape as the base, and it doesn't give us the area, but we need to find the area of the base. So let's redraw this graph. This is the base. This is the base shape. If we look at on the top of the shape, it should look like that. And then this side should be 200 centimeters. This side is 64, it tells us, and that side is 68. Oh no, this is 96 centimeters. This side would be 68. And we don't know these two. However, we do know these two has the same length. And this side will be 64 centimeters because they have the same marks here. So what we need to do is, because the 90, if I move the 96 down, this should be 96 centimeters here. Okay, so I'll label it. This is the blue one is 96. So how many left in total for the other two parts together? Should be 90, 200, should be 200 minus 96, which is 104. And because these two sides, they share the same length, which means I need to half the rest of the length to make 52, which means the side of these two will be 52 centimeters. Okay, so this one we need to calculate to find the side, which is difficult. Okay, now with this we can calculate the area of this composite shape, isn't it? So if I break it into two different small rectangles, so for the first rectangle, the area is equal to length times width, which is 96 times 68. Second one, okay, because these two rectangles will be the same because they have the same length, which is 64, and same width and 52. So the area is 64 times 52. The last one will be this. The width is 96. The length is 64. So after that, we can calculate the value of all of these calculation. So the first one, 96 times 68 is let me do the calculation. It's 6,528. The other one should be 52. 3,328. The next one would be 96 times 64 would be 6,144. And then remember the unit, which is centimeter square. So therefore, the total base area in total would be the first one, 6,528, plus the second one, 3,328, and another second one because there are two of them, and plus 6,144. So the answer is this is 8, 2, 4, 6, 10, 5, 3, there will be 7, 3, and then 19 centimeters square. So the base area is 19,328. And therefore, what I need to do is find the volume. So volume is equal to the base area times height. The base area we already know is that much, and the height is 100 centimeters. So if we times by 100, it's easy. Just add the 0 at the end, and remember to put the units. And that's all for the volume. That will be the most difficult part. But in a test, I assure you we don't have that big number. Okay, we will be able to do it by hand. So next one would be the application questions. So now let's see question 6. We have a rectangle with a width which is 5 centimeters, and it doesn't tell us the length. you need to find the length, so we need to do the opposite way. So we know that the question mark plus 5 plus question mark plus 5 together should be equal to 30 centimeters. So which means is question mark 2 question mark and then plus 10 equal to 30. Question mark and question should be the same. So which means we can figure that out. The question mark should be 10 centimeters. Okay, so we also can use algebra method. So if we say this is the question mark is L, so we can have L plus 5 plus L plus 5 equal to 30, and L plus L is 2L plus 10 equal to 30. Okay, and then what we do is, because there's a 10 here, which means 2L has to be 20, because 20 plus 10 is 30. So 2 plus L, 2 times L is 20, so L has to be 10. So we get the same thing. So the length, therefore, length is 10 centimeters. Similar to the next question is a square. So each of them has the same length. So I can say it's length plus length plus length plus length, or I can say 4 times length is equal to 20. We know that 4 times 5 is 20, therefore the length should be 5. And then we put the unit at the end always. And lastly, we find the start. Let's see this question. So the shape has perimeter at 100 meters. So we need to find how many sides of this shape first. This is a start, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 sides. And we know that because this is a start, each side should have the same length. So which means there will be the 10 side times the length is equal to 100. Then we know 10 times 10 is 100, so the length should be 10, and because the unit is meter, so it's meters here. Okay, so similarly, now we have the volume is 6,000 centimeters cube, and we are looking for the height. So as we know, the volume is equal to the base area times by height. So if we can find the base area, then we can find the height, isn't it? So therefore, if trying to find the base area, as we can see from the base, this graph, if we can complete it, draw like this, right? The base should be a rectangle, has a width of 20 centimeters and 30 centimeters as the length. So therefore the base area is equal to 20 times 30 is equal to 600 centimeters square. So as we know, the volume is 6,000, the base area is 600 times by height. So 600 times what can make 6,000? So obviously it's 10, and then we need to remain the same unit, which is centimeters. And that's for the application problem. Now we have the next question will be the worded problem. So for the worded problem, so Angela has is carpeting her L-shaped diagram as shown below. Find the area. Actually, just find the area of this composite shape. So build is 2 meters. So the length here should be 12 minus 2 should be 10 here. 10 here too. So now I have 10 meters. 10 meters. So now the area should be the bigger rectangle plus the smaller rectangle. The big rectangle is 6 times 10 is 60 meters square. The smaller one, okay, I put A1, this A2 is equal to 2 times 1 equal to 2 meters square. Therefore the total area is equal to 60 plus 2 is 62 meters square. And now they ask, the carpet costs $10 per square meter. How much will the new carpet cost? So because we already know the meters, the area of the carpet is 62, we just need to use 62 times by 10, which is 620. Remember, now the unit is not meter square, it's about dollars. So the answer is $620. Okay, now let's move to the last question. Luke is having a rectangular swimming pool installed in the backyard, which has the following dimension. So the area of length of swimming pool, actually we can see swimming pool is 3D. Swimming pool is not a 2D. So swimming pool should look like that, isn't it? This is like the swimming pool. This is the base, which is 7 meters. There is 4 meters, right? Then we have a height here, so we can swim here, right? We are inside the swimming pool, right? We are not standing on the swimming pool. So now the area of the land will cover is looking for the base area. The base area, which is 7 times 4, which is 28 meters squared. That's for the base area. And now it asks, if the swimming pool is 1.5 deep, now see we have deep here, isn't it? So 1.5 deep is the height. We need to find the volume. So volume is equal to the base area times by height. Base area is 28, height is 1.5. So therefore the answer is 42 meters cubed. So 28 times 1.5, we can use calculator to do that. And next one. So if swimming pool is 1.5 deep, okay, same. Find the volume in units of liters. So now actually we have found the volume, which is 42 meters cubed. What we need to do is convert to liters. So as we remember, 1 meters cubed is equal to 1 kiloliters, right? And 1 kiloliters is equal to 1,000 liters. So now we have the unit of meters cubed. So therefore, the volume of this swimming pool is 42 meters cubed is equal to 42 kiloliters. And 42 kiloliters need to convert to liters, which is 42 times by 1,000, which you have 42,000 liters. And that's all for the answer. So we can see the question here, we have more than one step. We need to find the middle. Unit to help us to do the conversion. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much.